Whoa, it is time for your weekly commentary, Bunny. Well, commentary from the Bunny, of course. I do, before we even start into the topic, before we even get into the commentary, have a small little announcement for you. This next week, I will be going over to Family Bun's place for Thanksgiving, so I'm going to be going out of state for once, and I'm going to be gone for about a week. My internet has already not been working, so I wasn't able to stream this week, but this means that I'm not able to stream next week either. The internet's still dying, so if you ever see me become a PowerPoint randomly, it's because my tracking is hooked up to my Wi-Fi, and it's gonna die sometime. So if I ever become a PowerPoint, it's because life hates me. It is what it is, you know, you roll with what you got. And, I'm also going off of like suggestions that you guys give me. So if you want me to talk about a topic that you like, you can always comment it down below, and I promise I read every single comment. I don't always respond to them, especially if it's a Five Nights at Freddy's video and you're just going or I don't know how you want me to respond to that. But you could also go to the community tab in the YouTube channel, and a lot of times I'll ask if you have any topics for this week. Like that's exactly how we got the topic of today. We all read the title, we all know what it's going to be about. But one last thing is, even though I'm going to be gone for a week, that just means I won't be able to stream. You're still going to get your daily content over on this channel, so you absolutely don't have to worry about a single thing. And that leads us right into the topic of the week, the topic of the day. I'm gonna pre-record another one right after this show. It's topic. Oh, there's the lag, you see it? I'm a PowerPoint. So yeah, I'm going to be talking about why am I Benoy? Why did I become Benoy? Why am I Benoy? Was I always Benoy? Did I always enjoy being a Benoy? The answer is yes, of course, yes, always. So, you know, when you make a VTuber model or you make a character, most of the time, your first question isn't, you know, like, am I going to be a boy? Am I going to be a girl? Am I going to be anything in between? Am I going to be like, what am I gonna do? Do I put blossoms? Am I gonna be an alchemist? Am I gonna be? What am I gonna do? The first thing you choose is, what animal am I gonna be? And I don't want to hear basic bitch human for an answer. No one wants to be a basic bitch human. Listen, you want the fancy ear physics. You want the wiggles. Look at that. Look, you're telling me you don't want ear physics, whether it be cat physics, you know, cat ear physics, fox ear physics, wolf ear physics, the ear wiggles. Everyone dies for the ear wiggles. Do you know how much, like, that is one of the most popular redeems any person can have on a Twitch channel? But yeah, so I feel like I wanted to be a little different. I want to be a little quirky, and I wanted it to fit what I was at the time. I was a manager at the time. I wasn't even a VTuber. I didn't even make this to be a VTuber. I just wanted my own little character, as I was managing for people in the past, and the first person that I managed for was a bunny, so I wanted to match with them. And so that was the first start of me becoming a bunny, and I do not regret it for a second, because the more I've become a bunny, the more I feel as though it really is fitting for me as my personality and just me as myself. Not only do I think it's a really comfy thing, which matches well with the ASMR, I do think bunnies are typically very innocent, but can be very terrifying, especially with some of the bunny facts that you may know, or if you've seen like the Monty Python bunny, of course. Bunnies can be pretty scary, and I'm trying to go for the trope of looks very innocent, but is actually super terrifying. So I feel like I encapsulated that pretty well. Not to mention long ears, loppy ears, really good. The only thing I would have to say is disappointment when it comes to bunnies is the tails. I don't have this big ass tail that like waves behind me constantly like a fox would or wolf would or anything like that. Which is a little sad, it's a little disappointing, but you know, it is what it is sometimes. And you gotta make sacrifices. You either have a long ears or long tails. And I feel as though, you know, a unique animal is a bunny. I don't see too many bunnies around. If anything, it's normally like a dog, cat, wolf, fox, maybe sometimes a dragon. And it's also not too niche, too unique. Like I'm not a, you know, chinchilla. I'm not a hamster. Hamster's kind of hamster. I'm not some animals that you've never heard of before, which can limit yourself, because like if they don't know your animal, they're not going to find you by chance. But it is really cool. I do respect people that have really, really niche animals. But that's kind of the reasons why I went for Benoi. I feel like it fits me very well. I feel like not only does it fit me very well, I think it's just I feel like over the years I've become more bunny. I feel more in tune with bunny. Like when I first started being a VTuber, when I first started off, doing the whole VTuber thing on Twitter, what I used to do was a daily bunny fact every single day. And that lasted for like 132 days or something like that. So I know so much more about bunnies now. Like, there's stuff like bunnies sleep with their eyes open, or bunnies have 350 degrees and the only blind spot they have is directly in front of their nose. Their ears are full of collagen if they're erect ears, and if they're lop ears like myself, it's a collagen deficiency. And not to mention, if you have lop ears, you're more susceptible to, getting dirt in them and then being like not clean, and it's actually kind of dangerous for the bunnies. And then the ears aren't only just used for good hearing, but it also regulates the temperature of the bunny. There's just so many facts, like them being, I think it's called crepuscular, where they're up at dawn and dusk, or they sleep during dawn and dusk. I can't remember which one it is. But there's just a bunch of little bunny facts that I learned over the years, and it helped me really become the Benoi, become bunny. And those are the real main reasons why I decided to be a bunny, and I became a bunny. And I haven't, like, sometimes people ask me, what would you change to if you were to change into an animal? If you were to change into, like, if you were to just not become bunny anymore, is there any other animals that you would choose to be? And while I don't think I would ever rebrand into a different animal, I would say that there are two animals that I like a lot. And if I were to ever do some kind of rebrand or anything like that, which I will never do, of course I could just get other characters, and I mean, like, look at Yuki, look at Chompers, we got other characters. If anything, I just get models for other characters. But it would be fox and otter. I think foxes have such potential, especially when it comes to rigging. If we're on the VTuber scene, first of all, foxes are adorable. They're very cute. They're very fluffy. And they just, I mean, like, how can you not love foxes? They're such energetic little chipper chatters. They make really cute noises. They're very floofy looking. They always look super playful. They laugh a lot. It's very cute. And insane potential when it comes to rigging, because you have that giant foxtail, and on top of that, you also get the really good ear wiggles. Like, you can get such good squishy looking ear wiggles, and the foxtail. Like, it seems so good. It seems so nice. Like, I feel like foxes have it so easy when it comes to the rigging department, because it's like, you get everything you want. You get everything you could ever want. Do you know how much people would pay for ear wiggles on a fox model? That would probably go for like 500 channel points easily, maybe 1,000. People would pay that, like, pay it instantly. And then there's otters. I just think otters are really cute. I might be biased because, I really like Pearl. Pearl's an otter VTuber, and they're like super cute. So I just think otters are super cute. I also think otters have such interesting facts about themselves. They're kind of like evil critters, to be honest. Like, they like hold the food ransom. No, they hold their kids ransom from their mother, so the mother gives them food, like to the father. And like, they're such weird, like, they're such like feral creatures. Heartless creatures, but so adorable, so cute. And the noises, oh my god, I remember watching Hana and Kotaru, which are like two little I think Japanese otters, and like they have like little they're like little brother and sisters, and it's so cute. They make like little squeaky toy noises, and it's so fun to just watch them go around and wiggle around, and just it's so cute. It's so good. It's so cute. But yeah, those are the two animals that if I were to ever actually, like, those are the two that I would think about changing into. But I am happy with bunny. I don't think I'll ever change from bunny. I think Benoi is myself, and I am Benoi at the end of the day. Plus, all of my precious fluffle mumbles, you guys are also Benoi, so I can't just abandon the Benoi because you guys are also Benoi. Just like some weird plushie variant, But another, pseudo topic that was asked upon me that is kind of similar to the whole "why are you a bunny" thing is, do you have You, why did my, hello? Hello, 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 hello. I'm gonna turn into the phone guy. Give me a second. Well, so one of the questions that was also asked was, do I have two sets of ears? Not like, you know, like one and two, like how I have, you know, two ears. They're asking if I have human ears and bunny ears. And I don't care if this is a hot take. I don't care if this is bad take. I don't care if this is a spicy take. I think anyone, and I mean anyone, who has two sets of ears, they are just a disgrace to both sides. How dare you not? How dare, that makes no sense. You're gonna hear double. Why would you? It's like this. You're neither. You're not someone. You're not a human, and you're not like a bunny boy. Why would you have two sets of ears? I don't know. It just feels gross. It feels wrong. It feels like you had a perfectly great opportunity to have like perfectly normal human or not human ears, and to just, I don't think you should have both of them. It just doesn't make sense. It doesn't look right. It doesn't feel right. It puts a bad taste in my mouth. So anytime I see a bunny and they have like the bunny ears and like human ears, it's just disappointment. I'm just disappointed. Like, I'd rather see an erect eared bun rather than seeing, you know, a bunny with both human ears and bunny ears. Like, sure, one of them just lost, you know, the genetic lottery, unlucky. You know, I'm just the superior Benoit. Of course, you could tell by my ears being lop-eared. The best ears, of course. But like the other one is just like a mutation, a freak of nature. Like having human ears and bunny ears. I don't know. I could never be that. I could never be that guy. Or you know. So, and you know, you can live your life. If you want to have human ears and bunny ears, that's fine. You know, if you decide that's what you want to do with your design and your choice of how you want to look for the rest of your life, and you want to make a mistake, go right ahead. I'm not here to judge you. I'm just here to be disappointed in you. That's what I live by. Oh, but yeah. I'm gonna have to record another one after this because, you know, I have to prepare a video just in case I don't make it home in time. Of course, if you have any more comments, if you have any more suggestions, anything like that, any topics you want to hear me talk about, just leave them down in the comments, and I'd love to hear your opinion on bunnies. If you were to be an animal person, or if you are an animal person, furry or not furry, you know, put it down in the comments. I want to hear it. I want to see it. This was a shorter one. You know, sometimes when these commentary videos go from like 20 to 30 minutes, this one's pretty short. It's like 13. It's not that long. So, you know, I'd love to hear it. And if you made it this far into the video, I'm proud of you. Your attention span hasn't been corrupted to the point where you don't click off like, you know, like 6 seconds into a video if I don't just absolutely capture your attention for every second. You know, there's no Subway surfers in the corner. There's no fancy editing to keep your mind like, you know, and you know, some of you probably just have me open in the background, and you know what? That's fair. I do the same to other people. Sometimes it's just nice to hear words in your ears and not actually pay attention to them. Who knows, maybe you don't even know the words that I was saying. But if you haven't subscribed, if you haven't liked, you should do that. Numbers go up, makes Bunny happy, burr. And I'm hoping after, you know, after I'm back home, hopefully my internet will be fixed. I'll be back to streaming, and I cannot wait to get back to recording ASMR. It's been a rough 2 months, but I am happy to finally get back to recording ASMR. I'm gonna do such fun stuff. I'm gonna do some hypnotizing ASMR. Gonna do maybe Suck You Bunny Part 2, since I didn't get to do, you know, the holothon because of the entire situation I was going through. Sucked, but it is what it is. It's what it is. Well, yeah, that was a video. So, see ya.